Hey, could you take over for me? I gotta... What happened to your neck?
This? Oh, a bat bit it.
A bat bit your neck? So like a vampire?
No, like a bat.
Sorry to hear that. Where did this happen?
I told you, my neck.
No, I mean like, where were you when this happened?
Right outside. I was walking to my car when a bat swooped down and bit me on my neck, right here. Now, of course, I didn't let him off that easy. So I went like this, and bit him back.
You bit the bat back?
You bet I bit that bat back.
That is probably the most disgusting...
Then I realized I kinda liked it, and bit it again. It was about bite 4 when I thought of the idea to...
If you say what I think you're about to say...
come back inside and chuck it in our deep fryer. You know, it actually kinda tasted like...
If you finish that sentence, I will slap you.
Hey, I don't pay you two to stand around and slap each other.
Get a load of this. You use our deep fryer to deep fry a bat.
What? I thought everyone knew you can't put aluminum in those things.
No, I meant like the animal bat. The mammal that like floats around and uses echolocation. That one.
Why are you describing a dolphin? I thought we were talking about how this mad lad bit a bat.
bit a bat back. It started it.
It's like a poor man's Abbott and Costello act.
Is that anything about robots? I thought we were talking about a bat.
We are.
But you brought up a bot.
Eat it.
Why?
I don't know.
Third base.
Look, I don't care who or what you put in the fryer as long as you clean it out afterward.
That's ridiculous. How would I even clean that thing without burning myself?
You drain it first. That is literally your job here.
Well, I don't clean. I don't even wash my hands here.
How can you not wash your hands? It only takes like 20 seconds. That's like 2 seconds for one finger.
What, you think the world's going to end just because I didn't wash my hands?
Breaking news, Wuhan. The WHO, no, not that one, has released several mysterious cases with pneumonia-like symptoms. Though their cause is currently unknown, they encourage everybody to wash their hands, or quote, or else, end quote.
They're not talking about me, of course.
Except that we are. In other news, despite people staying indoors this chilly December, Segway popularity is at an all-time high. Hey Reggie.
Hey G1, what are you up to these days?
Oh, you know, the usual. Just watching old news videos, eating cereal, checking Twitter, you know, the usual.
Same here. Hey, weird question, but have you checked out the Golf Channel recently?
No, why would I be watching golf? That's just disc golf without the disc. And that's the best part about disc golf.
Trust me, it's something you won't forget.
Did you really call me just to make that pun?
That, and to transition to the next sketch.
Ah.
Welcome back, sports fans, to ESPNC, your one-stop network for North Carolina entertainment and sports programming. I'm joined in the studio today by no one. It appears my co-anchors either can't figure out Zoom or are just pretending they can't. It's not like they're missing much. In baseball, the MLB isn't expected to play ball until mid-June to early July. In football, the CFL and XFL are TBA and NGTH respectively. And in tennis, all of the opens are closed. So is Wimbledon. The National Hockey League is planning to reopen in the coming months without any fans in attendance, so no change there. The Tour de France has been whatever this says, and I'm going off on a limb in saying that there is no soccer afoot. That just leaves golf, which I am legally compelled not to talk about after the Tiger Woods defamation suit. So I'm turning it over to the golf guys. I gotta get out of here anyways. Costco restocks in 6 minutes.
And welcome back, golf fans. And what a time to be a golfer. Not only is golf one of the few sports that's still currently open to the public, actually, I think that is it.
That's right, Duffer. And speaking of which, the amount of active golfers in the state has doubled since 2018, from an estimated 5 to 10.
1,000?
People. If we jump to Drone 6, you might even be able to see one of them now.
Ah yes, Drone 6. The drone you wrote off as a work expense, despite never actually bringing down to the studio.
Too much info, Duffer. You sound teed off. That's a little bit of golf humor for you folks at home.
No issue there. All taxation is theft anyway. But that's neither here nor there. But speaking of there, I think there's Golf Grandmaster Jerry Haas down there on hole 12. Oops, my apologies. It appears that I've mistaken a Mistle thrush bird for old Jerry.
I bet that's the first birdie you've seen on the field in a while, Duff.
Nice one, Hacker. Did your life coach tell you that one? Anyway, back to the Mistle thrush. Taxonomically known as the Turdus viscorius, it's not native to North America, so the fact that one's all the way down here is... Hang on. Hacker, cut to camera 2 right now.
This one?
That's hole 2. I said camera 2.
This doesn't look right.
Because that's HDMI 2. What are you even doing?
Oh, I'm sorry, but I can't read what all these buttons say. Who in their right mind writes almost exclusively in cursive? Here.
Breaking news, golf fans. It appears that there's a crocodile on our Quail Hollow course. My sources tell me that this big boy is approximately 12 feet long, and...
Actually, Duffer, I'm pretty sure that's an alligator. See, if you zoom in here, you can't actually see any teeth facing upwards, meaning it's probably an alligator. Plus, the only part of North America crocodiles are native to are the Floridan Everglades. That would take an American alligator 38 hours at full speed, non-stop, not accounting for eating, sleeping, and stopping to ask for directions. I just don't see that happening.
Tomato, tomato, Hacker. Anyway, if you live in the Charlotte area, please stay indoors. It's not like you can go anywhere else anyway. I'm Hack Duffer, and he's Duff Hacker, and you've just been given your daily dose of information.
Hey, wait, didn't you just make that joke?
No, I said forget. Completely different.
What else is on?
Hey, you may have heard of me. I'm kind of a big deal.
Sorry, kid. You gotta be COVID-21 or older to get in here. Man, SNL really went downhill after Keenan left.
He hasn't left.
Well, you should. Rabies, scabies. Get this kid out of here.
Wait until my father hears about this. He'll sue!
It's people like you that make me sick. That's a little bit of virus humor for you people at home. Wait, why are they playing Saturday Night Live on a Friday afternoon?
SNL isn't on.
Well, then what am I watching?
You can't tell, but I just shrugged. Well, I'm heading out. I need to see a horse about a man or something like that.
Alright, see you, man.
Ciao!
Are you guys familiar with the match cut? It's a way that filmmakers transition from one scene to another that has a very similar visual composition. Voila! Movie magic. Ah, good evening. I didn't see you come in. I'm world-famous actor/writer Charles Ackerman, but you can call me Charles Ackerman. You might recognize me as Larry from my comedic short film Interlude Sketch 1. Or maybe you recognize me for my more subdued role as Duff Hacker from Golf Sketch. Actually, wait, I think I was the other guy. Regardless, I think there's only one thing better than being rich and famous. Being recognized for being rich and famous. Today, I'm going to be reading some fan emails that you all have sent me and answering some of your tough questions.
Dear Mr. Ackerman, watching your sketches has really kept me sane during these trying times. What have you been doing to keep busy recently? Signed, Quentin D.
I'm glad to hear that, Quentin. I've actually been doing quite a few things ever since the quarantine started. I've started up multiple new food pantries for the less privileged, and I've even started on a new calisthenics regimen.
Dear Mr. Ackerman, I just heard your response to my previous letter. That's amazing. Is that really true? Signed, Quentin D.
No. Every time I wasn't in a Zoom meeting for class or working on homework, I was either checking Twitter, watching YouTube for hours at a time, or playing Mario Maker 2 on my Switch. I have not left my house in several weeks. But you know what? I don't regret a single second of it.
How's it going, Mr. Ackerman? What music have you been listening to in quarantine? Have you been using this opportunity to explore new artists, or have you been listening to your personal favorites? Yours truly, Thomas B.
You know, Tommy, that's actually a really good question. I've been doing a little bit of both. I've been listening to some of my old favorites, but also discovering some new music too.
This is your final notice to submit your taxes to the IRS.
And that one goes straight to the garbage.
Dear Charles, what do you think the first thing you'll do after this pandemic ends? You know, assuming humanity's still around after this. Your boy, Blade E.
Hey Blade, try not to be so doom and gloom. I know we'll get through this, even if it takes us a few months. But actually, now that you mention it, I am kind of afraid of one thing. After the coronavirus ordeal's over, I'm kind of afraid that since everybody's going to be rushing around, trying to do everything that they couldn't while the virus was going on, there's going to be a small flu pandemic or something like that. But that's just my theory. Anyway, back to the question. I am kind of missing one thing. Eating out at actual restaurants. Takeout's fine, but it's just not the same.
Dearest Actor Man,
They spelled my name wrong at the top, but whatever.
what struggles have you faced during these past few months? I, for one, have been struggling to keep up a good sleep schedule. Sincerely, Doc G. June. P.S. Please follow my SoundCloud at www.
Yeah, great question, Doc. And might I add, I respect the hustle. I've also had trouble waking up and going to bed at reasonable times, but I'd say my biggest struggle is keeping up with deadlines. I think that's ironically stemmed from me working on my stuff ahead of time, and then having these prolonged periods of free time between when I actually turn in the assignment and when the assignment's due. I'm a habitual procrastinator, so I'm just not used to having this time in the middle where I'm not doing anything. So I felt like I would always be forgetting something.
Hey Charles, I'm a big fan of your work. Are there any upcoming roles I should look forward to seeing you in?
Actually, yes. You can find me on The Quarantines. It's a new family sitcom that airs, right now.
That's right, people, it's the Quarantines, and they've been greenlit for season 3. The back at home on your TV screens, more wholesome fun is what that means. First, there's Vincent. He's been recast since his last actor has sadly passed. He wrongly thought that he could fight a bear, but that's a fact that's neither here nor there. Anyway, Vinny, he's an average dad. He loves his kids, and that's really rad. He tries to bond with the rest of the gang by playing board games and using slang. This is the part where we describe the mom, but she's been written out of this sitcom. Finding actors is quite laborious. Let's just move along to the chorus. Quarantine brood, quarantine group, quarantine crew, quarantines and you, quarantine clique, quarantine clan, quarantine's kin, it's the quarantines, man. Quarantine yakuza, quarantine cartel, quarantine mob, the quarantines are swell, quarantine collective, quarantine alike, quarantines of the world unite. Hold on, I'ma let this measure play out. I need to catch my breath. First, there's Panderic. He's home from juvie. He likes modern art and indie movies. He likes his cereal and he likes it frosted, but don't tell him he's secretly adopted. And you can't forget about Corona Violet. Fun fact, she's not in the original pilot. The network brought it in on season 2, thinking more kids meant more money too. Word.
Hey Corona Violet, do you know what's so special about today, May 15th?
Is it my birthday?
No, your birthday isn't for a good while.
Is it my birthday?
You're twins, so that's a no. Hey wait, Panderic, when did you get here? I thought you were in juvie for another 10 months.
I've been released from there to house arrest. I think someone got pneumonia or something.
Well, that's good, right?
Not when this is the house you're arrested to.
But enough about the 1%. It's family board game night.
Okay, it's a movie. Me? Rebel Without a Cause.
Taken, Taken 2, Taken 3, Switched at Birth.
I feel like you're trying to tell me something.
Brokeback Mountain.
Come on, Panderic. Vertigo.
That's fair. Okay, my turn.
Oh, Stuart Little 3, Call of the Wild.
Yep.
Nice job, CV.